some of the responses that I got from last year was just trying to be very intentional about saying, I know we're here for physics, but maybe let's take a couple minutes and talk about just how you guys are doing. How are we all existing in the world right now? What are the issues that are piling up? Is there anything we can do about those? One of the things I'm always reminded of is that even when a mask hides half their face, I can connect to them. And sometimes it's simple. It's as simple as the fact that I can call them by name. Just that idea that they're like, wait, I'm not this anonymous, blip sitting in the back of the room. He actually knows who I am. He can call me by name. It's easier to make a connection with students if they feel like you care that they're there. Yes, last year was crazy and different, but it doesn't mean that those things that we did intentionally last year to try and help better support, particularly on the emotional side, our students, aren't things that we shouldn't be doing always.
The pandemic brought on new challenges. It was just another challenge to face for our students, but it gave us an opportunity to show how much we care about their success and how we can be supportive regardless of what's going on in the world. Some of my students were dealing with some very tough mental health issues, just going through things outside the classroom. They just needed someone to say it was okay, that they needed to focus on a different part of their life at that time. So I think that building a relationship with students is important because as an educator, it's not just my responsibility to teach the content of my course, but also worry about the overall development of my students in math and their everyday lives. One thing that is very important to me is that we acknowledge the barriers that our students face. From day one, we've established the fact that I want them to succeed and I want to help them overcome whatever barriers they face from the beginning.
If they work together, they develop relationships. They usually, like I try to teach in the BAP, it's a great space because you have to sit with people. Even during COVID, there is still groups of 2, 3, or 4 that naturally flock together. Every class, I have them work together. I have them be accountable to each other, work in groups, work with each other, learn from each other. I don't think we go to a class to learn materials. I mean, I know we do, we have these objectives and goals, but at the end, you learn to learn. You have your whole life to master the subject. So you have to develop that relationship with the students and make them love the material that you're teaching and to carry that for the rest of their lives. And I think that is key. It means that I make an influence in someone's life, and that is why I decided to teach.
We're social creatures, right? So in order to learn, we have to be able to form these memories. And since we're social organisms, then if we can embed those memories in a social encounter, right, then it's going to stick into their minds. So if I can have group work, group quizzes, moments for students to problem solve together in class, even online, using the chat features, using discussion boards, then you can create community online. If there's only one central node, then you're not going to create those memories in the room that really make those learning outcomes stick. Always, you need to assess your classroom. I need to do questions where I get real-time feedback in class. I need to do questions after class, before class, constantly questioning about just the content. You also need to question them about their sense of belonging and how the class is going. So doing midterm evaluations I find is super effective so that I have time within the same semester to problem solve if there's a problem. It's been difficult, learning to teach that way because you're so excited and you want to just go, right? With all these examples and these cool things that I've experienced. They're not going to remember that. They're going to remember their experiences, right? So it's time for me to introduce, right? Get them talking, creating those experiences. My job is just to be quiet and let them have those moments.